Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds. I don't know why I'm confusing them so much lately. Road to TCG Worlds 2016, where this week the poll that I put up on Twitter was won by Medicham Carbink. So this is more of a budget deck with Crobats and maybe Night March and things like that. Well, Night March should be a good matchup, but I don't know, this deck is still pretty up in the air, especially with Greninja being around, as to how good it can be, but it's definitely a nice budget option, and it's a nice change of pace from the usual EX-based decks. So, let's review really quickly the main aspects of the deck. We have Medicham, which has the Delta Barrage, not ability but trait, I guess, which allows Medicham to attack twice. Okay, so Yoga Kick, 2 energy for 30 damage doesn't sound like too much, but if you pair it with Muscle Band and Strong Energy and Fighting Stadium and potentially Giovanni's, you could almost be dealing, I don't know, 90 damage, between 70 and 90 damage with a single Yoga Kick. So multiply that by 2 and you get 140 to 180 damage every turn off of a non-EX attacker. So in the end it seems like it's a really good trade-off. And Calm Mind also has its uses because we are running Focus Sash. That means healing the damage off of Medicham could potentially be game-changing. If your opponent tries to break the Focus Sash by attacking with a Shaymin first or something like that, you could use Calm Mind on your first attack or your second, whatever, to heal yourself and then attack. So in order to preserve the Focus Sash intact. So yeah, that's the main attacker of the deck. We of course have 4 Meditite in order to evolve, nothing too special about them. And then to support Medicham we have 2 Carbink. Now I realize I should have run this card in the Safeguard deck. Safeguard is a really nice ability. The attack power gem is also nothing to write home about. But with Strong Energy, with Muscle Bands, with Fighting Stadiums, and with Regirock, which I didn't mention for Medicham, you're going to be dealing a ton of damage and you get EX protection. And besides Vespiquen and Greninja, there aren't, well, Night March I guess, but the main Pokemon that you would maybe worry about KOing back-to-back Medicham do tend to be EX Pokemon, and it's always nice to have a safeguard against them. And then we have 2 Carbink Break, which not only give Carbink an extra little HP by 20, you get to power up a Medicham, and you get to power up any kind of energy you want. So you could potentially power up a benched Medicham with 2 Strong Energy or something like that. And of course Carbink can also abuse Focus Sash, making it even harder to take down. Then we have a single Halucha. The free retreat is really nice. It could serve as a late game Shaymin-EX KO'er, and especially because with Regirock EX you have a lot less pressure to get like every single card right in order to KO a Shaymin. Without Regirock you need a Lysander, a Fighting Stadium, a Strong Energy, and a Muscle Band or a Fighting Fury Belt. But with Regirock, if you have 2 Regirocks on the bench, you need 2 less cards of those, and you can search much more easily for Regirock with Karina and things like that than for the other 2 cards. And here's the Regirock. You can also power it up with a potential Carbink Break attack, and Bedrock Press is kind of nice, I guess. I mean, 100 damage preventing 20, as long as you're not facing any grass type Pokemon. With a Fighting Fury Belt, which we do not run unfortunately, but could really be a powerhouse as well. So you never know, maybe Regirock will end up sealing off some games for us. Then in terms of item cards or supporters, we have 3 Sycamore, 2 N, 2 Lysander, and 4 Karina. These are really special and really nice to increase the consistency of any fighting type deck. And 1 Giovanni's. Now the extra damage from Giovanni's is the main reason I am running this card, as you could potentially surprise your opponent, and because it adds 20 damage to each attack. So if you attack with Medicham, it effectively adds 40 damage in total. Then we have our 4 Berserkers. a split between 2 Ultra Ball and 2 Level Ball, because we are running, Medicham does have 90 HP, so does Carbink, Meditites and Hawlucha, and Regirocks are nice, but they're more support, they're not the base, like the basic most important attackers of the deck. You could argue not running Shaymin is a mistake, but I think with all the supporter draw we have, we're not gonna suffer too much. Then we have 1 Switch, 1 Megaphone, 1 Sacred Ash in order to recycle all those Medichams, 1 Professor's Letter so that Karina can also fetch us energy, 3 Fighting Stadium in order to increase our damage output, 3 Focus Ash, as I was saying, really nice, combined with all of our attackers, but especially Medicham, and 2 Muscle Bands because you get that extra damage. And 4 Strong Energy, super important to make sure Medicham does a ton of damage, and 6 Basic Fighting Energy to round out the deck. So that's it for the deck list. Let's go right into finding a new game with Medicham Carbink, not with Darkrai Giratina, and let's see how we do, shall we? Now, this deck hasn't had any good results so far in the Nationals post Fates Collides release, so we'll definitely have to see how this deck goes. Maybe we will find out together that it's not too good. And yeah, I want to mention I do have Nationals coming on Saturday, so in order for me to guarantee the day 2 trip, realistically a top 4 at Nationals might give me the trip, but realistically, wow, it's a Greninja with lightning type Pokemon, so a support, so we're not in for a good match here. The mulligans help because our hand is not too good, but we are going first, so that's helpful. And what was I saying? Yeah, Nationals is this weekend. To guarantee my day 2 invite, I pretty much need to top 4, and that doesn't even guarantee. So to guarantee 100%, I need to get to a final. To have a really good shot, I need to have a really good shot at winning, or rather at getting the day 2. If I top 4, there's a really good chance I can make it, but it's not guaranteed. And I'm not gonna end because I like my hand. I have the energy I need. I have a counter stadium just in case, and I have the Medicham already, so I'm gonna pass for now. And I should be getting at least 2 KOs back to back this upcoming turn, or these upcoming turns. And ideally, well, maybe I should have used then, because if I got a Karina and an energy, I could find Muscle Band and KO Froakie with my first attack, and then KO something else with my second attack. Vibrant is the one that's going to end me. He can also paralyze me, and that would put a stop to all my plans. And the end just completely cripples me and my hopes of accomplishing anything. He flips tails, but without any Medicham, we can't even KO Froakie at this point. Man, what the heck? This is horrible. And if I had used the N, then all the Verse Seekers I have right now in my hand could have been another N. So I mean, it's not like I misplayed, I simply anyways, the shot we had at winning this match is, I don't know. Okay, looks like he doesn't have too great a hand either, because he's gonna bubble stall me by Lysandering up a Meditite. That guarantees I cannot attack him, pretty much. But it's not like I could do anything either, so I'm gonna attach and pass. Now every Pokemon in play is a threat to him. He's gonna keep bubbling, so at least we're both in the same scenario. Okay, so I finally get an Ultra Ball. Now I can win the match, right? Oh no, I cannot win because he flipped heads. So what do I do here? Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the Carbink Break and the Fighting Stadium. Gonna grab Medicham. So, do I evolve and take a KO? Yeah, that definitely seems like the right course of action. It's so unfortunate that it does 30 and not 40, because if I did 40, then I could KO both Pokemon. But gonna have to Yoga Kick twice the same Pokemon. If he had not flipped heads, then I could have retreated, attached the strong energy to this Meditite, evolved, and won on this turn. So now it's gonna be, can my opponent top deck out of this situation? And at least with the Karina, we get some guaranteed draw. If he flips heads, he's gonna win another turn. Oh wow, he actually top decks Sycamore, so never mind. And he runs 2 muscle bands. Okay. Well, the Jirachi could be problematic for sure. But he is going to pull off the water duplicates. I will get 2 KOs in this upcoming turn, which is really nice. Obviously really nice. But I don't know how good of a situation we'll be in just now. So, gonna Karina, I'm definitely gonna grab Medicham. I mean, I could grab Regirock. Definitely grab Regirock. But I cannot stop Jirachi from messing me up this upcoming turn. So, I mean, I'll grab Medicham for sure. Because I don't really need Regirock. I have the muscle band already. And, I mean, I guess I'll take the other muscle band. It's no big deal. But I won't play both at the same time though. Definitely won't play both. Gonna evolve the one that has a strong energy. Gonna attach an energy there. Gonna attach the muscle band here. And I'm gonna Yoga Kick for 70 damage, get a KO, and nothing on my opponent's bench has more than 70 HP. So that means I'm gonna grab 2 prizes right now. Obviously the Froakie is what my opponent decides to promote. Jirachi is still definitely useful for him because I do have a strong energy attached, and my prizes do not help me at all. So he promotes Frogadier, but that just means he has a way to get the Shadow Stitching Greninja out, and therefore he can freely retreat into Jirachi and buy himself a turn. And that's gonna be really costly for us. It's gonna Verseeker for for N, so even worse. I mean, we haven't really played anything though. We've only played a single Corvina. So hopefully we don't draw too poorly out of this. Nope. Well, we don't draw poorly, but we definitely don't draw a good hand. We definitely do not draw a good hand. Because discarding Sacred Ash means no 4 Medichams, you know? Okay. So, I top deck. Should I wait? I'm gonna wait. Just gonna Calm Mind here and heal myself. That means he needs a muscle band or some sort of ability. Well, that does it. Now I really wish I had Regirocks. But okay. He can definitely retreat here and potentially get a KO with this Greninja Break. I would need to deal 90 damage, so 2 Regirocks, or I could retreat. Man, this is gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard. That turn that Jirachi bought for my opponent was huge. It was absolutely huge. Okay, he's gonna Giant Water Shuriken. KO the Meditite. I would actually prefer him to KO the active Medicham at this point, so that my Sacred Ash actually becomes more useful. And now, with the strong energy I have in my hand, with one Muscle Band, or with 2 Regirocks, I can KO the active Greninja Break. But getting that last prize is going to be really, really difficult. My deck is still so big. Okay, top decking a Regirock definitely helps. That definitely helps. Gonna recycle all the Pokemon I have in my discard pile, all 4. I'm gonna attach this, and I have to hope I hit a Regirock or an Ultra Ball, which I haven't played either. Ugh. I don't hit anything. I don't hit literally anything useful. I mean, I guess the Carbink into Carbink Break, but wow. This is so terrible. Nothing. No Ultra Ball, no Regirock. And that thing is gonna survive with 10 freaking HP. And now he has a free turn with Jirachi. Man. This really sucks. And he gets to heal off. And I have no Lysander either. And I still have... man. You know where I misplayed? Well, not necessarily. He gets a KO without doing anything. Okay, well, at least he doesn't get a free turn. But do I give up Halucha? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to finish off this game. He has too many abilities now. He has too many abilities. There is no way I win this match. There is no way I win this match. Because I do not threaten Greninja at all during the next turn. At all. And his deck is so thin. And my only hope... He has 5 energy in the discard pile. So 1 in his hand. If you assume he runs 8... He's gonna be down to 2 prizes. So I can potentially end. And I didn't realize he even has... he's even played Town Map. So I'm gonna do that. Gonna do this, and my best, and probably... Have I played N? I haven't played N, have I? I haven't played N. I have not played N. I have not played N. Okay. Gonna grab Regirock to deal more damage. And, well, I mean, Focus Sash doesn't really make a difference at this point in time. So, I'm actually gonna go for the Muscle Band. But this is so freaking horrible. Okay, attach the Muscle Band to Regirock. I will bench the other Regirock. And I will Diamond Gift. I mean, at least I can attach to Strong Energy. Well, do I want to though? Because Jirachi is still there. So I'm actually gonna attach regular energy. How have I not played an N? I really needed to end. He's gonna Fisherman. I know he's gonna Fisherman. And he has a stadium, for crying out loud. And he has a freaking stadium. I mean, I know he has 1 energy, right? That Megaphone. That Megaphone might be the game changer here. Because I will not be able to deal with this Greninja. Well, I mean, no, not really. That's not gonna be the game changer. I had no chance. Well, I did have a chance, but my deck did not help me at all. I did have a chance, and I tried to play to the best of my abilities, but just wasn't meant to be. Because I have no... Yeah, there's... Oh. There's the Fisherman. That just seals the game. That absolutely seals off the game. Absolutely seals off the game. It's gonna shadow... Oh no. It's gonna do whatever. He has too many abilities for me to win. And I can Lysander KO, but then... Well, no, I can Lysander, but I cannot KO because I don't have an energy. Because I do not have an energy. Oh, no, I cannot KO Jirachi either. This is game, guys. This is absolutely game. How I don't have N in my discard pile. That N I didn't play on turn 1. That's what lost me the game here. That's what absolutely lost me the game. Okay. So I get the strong energy. So sure. I can... Okay, I can KO, and maybe this will tempt him to attack with Jirachi next turn, and then I can Lysander KO the Greninja Break, unless he ends me, which would suck. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, he heals 10. That's fine. That's still 100 damage for the KO. It's gonna Giant Water Shuriken the active. And he can mini Water Shuriken, and that's game because... Oh no. Oh, it is game. It is game. It is game. Oh well. Nothing I could have done there, guys. Nothing I could have done. The end on turn 1, that's what changed everything. That's what absolutely changed everything. Because I did not draw anything out of the end my opponent used. And gives me flashbacks because from last season, I always said an end to 6 on turn 1 is always hurting me more than an end to 1 in the late game. Because in the late game, your deck is pretty thin of resources, and if you're playing smartly, you've left like some things like Verseekers and Sycamores untouched, where out of, I don't know, 13 cards, you draw 1, and out of those 13 cards, 4 are Sycamore or Verseeker, you know, cards that can be useful. But then on turn 1 you get end, and you still have a ton of energy, a ton of Pokemon, a ton of item cards that you have not used, and therefore your hands are worse even though you draw 5 more cards. And now we're up against a Psychic deck, probably Trevenant, and you can guess how we will be doing against such a deck. Now going first helps because we will get a turn of item cards. And okay, so I'm gonna level ball here. The biggest issue right now is having started with that Carbink. That's the biggest issue. Having started Carbink as our only Pokemon. Okay, I'm going to switch here and going to attach an energy. And I think I'm going to Korrina here. Going to Korrina for the Medicham so that I can attack. And for a Focus Sash or a Muscle Band. I mean, my attack will not apply resistance. So I'm still gonna need a strong energy no matter what. And a Regirock or a Regirock. Okay, no. Muscle Band I think is definitely a play because I have a chance at KOing Trevenant. Gonna attach and I'm gonna pass. This is not gonna be fun. This is not gonna be fun. Maybe my Karina should have been towards a Regirock, but Regirock is such a liability against Trevenant because they can just Lysander and then start using Tree Slam, and you're never gonna KO that thing. You are never gonna KO that thing in time. It's actually Gengar Trevenant. It's been a while since I've seen Gengar Trevenant. I used it twice in the channel and I was really successful with Gengar Trevenant, honestly. I really was successful with that. Okay, so my opponent opts to attach to the bench Phantom. That might be good if he doesn't draw a Stadium card. That might actually be really good. Well, not really good, but I mean, good. Oh, come on. He has the Lysander. He has a, not only does he have the Lysander. Okay. Okay, I'll take that. I will take that. Wow. That was a really good top deck. I'm gonna find the Regirock. And I'm gonna find the Floatstone. To prevent this from happening once again. I mean, I could go for switch. Yes. But, oh, but I don't. I don't have an energy. I do not have an energy. Smart Pablo doesn't have an energy. So I'm gonna pass once again. So, Smart Pablo doesn't have an energy to attack. I was getting way ahead of myself. Way ahead of myself. There's Trevenant. There's a Stadium. That's it, guys. That is absolutely it. It's gonna be able to... Wow. It's gonna be able to Ascension for free. Are you kidding me? Oh boy. Okay. So I bench Regirock, yes. And then counter the Stadium. Then I'm going to lose because I'm not gonna have enough energy. Ah boy. I don't even get a freaking Meditite. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna have to go the Carbink BREAK strategy. I mean, yeah, I will get a KO, but it's not gonna be enough. Now, I could not get a KO. I could not get a KO here. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do, because that forces him to try and retreat, or he can Wally's energy and blah blah blah. He can definitely do that, but because I do have the Lysander in my hand, by not getting a KO on Trevenant, yes, he's gonna get the breakout, but maybe he doesn't have an energy, maybe he doesn't have an energy plus a Stadium. He actually decides to evolve the benched Trevenant BREAK. So, well, there's the Stadium. Does he have a way to switch out Trevenant? I mean, I tried, guys. I really tried. I genuinely tried. Hopefully he Silent Fears, but he's been smart so far. He's not gonna Silent Fear. He's gonna Tree Slam. Oh man, so disheartening. Like, I'm trying to play to my win conditions, guys, but I have no control over what my opponents do or do not draw. Oh boy. So I'm gonna find a Carbink BREAK. I was about to grab Meditite, which would have been another mistake. And for my item card, I will grab, I mean, I have Muscle Band, I guess. Nope. Professor's Letter. It's not really useful. A versus Seeker, I guess. Because I do have Lysander. Anyways, I'll grab the Megaphone. That seems useful to some extent. Now, right now I'll deal 20 damage to Trevenant Break, and I will attach. Gonna be 20 short of the KO, no matter what. Well, if Carbink Break survives, then no. Okay, I'm gonna attach the Strong Energy so that I can deal 60 damage. Well, 40, whatever. And power up my Regirock. He's gonna Tree Slam, yes, but he doesn't have too much going on right now. Flips Tails, okay. So if I retreat and I deal 120, I'll still be 20 damage short. I cannot Lysander and Sycamore to try and get a KO on the Shaymin. Man. How every turn they have exactly what they need. Exactly what they need. Every turn. Every turn. I give up, guys. It's not gonna be a good week. It's really not gonna be a good week. I mean, okay, I'm gonna Lysander and I'll play this, whatever, and I'm gonna Verse Seeker and grab the Lysander once again, because I mean that forces my opponent into 2 turns in a row of having a way to retreat Shaymin. And then maybe I can Sycamore, or if it doesn't retreat, then maybe I can Sycamore. But having to attach that energy to Regirock is devastating. Man, he hasn't played a single supporter. These guys just have everything in their hand. And to top it off, he has the Floatstone. Oh boy. How do I win? I'm generally trying to figure out how do I win. How do I win? But I cannot win, guys. I cannot win at this point. And I don't even draw any energy. It's a game of sitting and watching my opponents completely wreck me. Enhanced Hammer. What do I do, guys? I mean, the 2 worst matchups for this deck, and I face them straight up. Game 1, game 2. What do I do there? And I'm completely stuck without anything useful. No more Carbink, no more way to power up Regirock. I mean, I can't even get a KO unless I top deck a Strong Energy. I mean, sure, my opponent hasn't played an energy in a very long time. Okay, I'm gonna concede now. And thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry for such a disappointing video. Nothing really I could do about that. I play with the hands I'm dealt with, and I play against the opponents I face, and this is why Medicham doesn't have a space in the metagame, because Greninja is really popular, Trevenant is really popular, and therefore you really have no chance. Or you do have a chance, especially against Greninja. I felt like I really did have a chance, but things didn't turn out too well. That'll be all from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow for more Spanish Medicham action, or back on Wednesday. And I think I mentioned it at the beginning. If I didn't, I'm sorry, but on Friday there won't be a video, a TCG video or a VGC video or any sort of video, and probably Monday and Tuesday neither, because I really want to focus on nationals. And because of this, because I want to make day 2 so that I'm the only player in the world to play both BGC and TCG Worlds, I'm gonna really practice a ton. Like, I'm recording the videos, and after I'm done, I'm gonna every second of my day that I don't have to work or other responsibilities, I'm gonna dedicate to Pokemon. And I want to do well at nationals, and I want that day 2 invite. And because of that, I won't have time to pre-record next week's videos, and also by Friday or whatever, I don't want to be doing too much. So I hope you guys will excuse that. It's been 9 months since I started the channel, and it'll be the first time in 9 months that I miss out so many days without videos. But I'm sure you guys will understand, and I hope you guys will root for me in Mexico Nationals. I will be trying to live tweet or post on Facebook or whatever, updates and everything of how I'm doing and how the tournament is going in general. So follow me on Twitter if you haven't yet, and I will see you guys tomorrow.